The Painting, written by Shearer. 1. Interior, Artist's Studio, Day. An empty canvas sits on an easel. A man walks up to the canvas. He lifts his arm and holds a paintbrush over the surface of the canvas. The brush touches the canvas with a thick glob of blue paint. The brush smears the paint across the surface in large strokes. The man is revealed to be the artist. He wears a paint-covered denim shirt. He pauses and strokes his unkempt beard and continues painting. His eyes dart around the canvas, planning the next stroke of his brush. He stands back and looks at his process on the canvas. He smirks and continues painting. The artist paints, moving his brush back and forth on the canvas. The trail of paint from the brush fades to nothing. He takes the brush to his palette. He wipes as much paint onto his brush as he can. He takes his thumb and rubs the spot where the paint was on the palette. It is dry too. The artist's studio is lit from a single large window, illuminated by the afternoon sun. A desk lamp shines on the canvas. His canvas is set up next to the window, glowing from the midday sun. The studio is also a mess. Old art books stacked around, empty tubes of paint on the floor like ammunition shells from a machine gun, and loose papers of sketches. Surrounding him are dozens of paintings on the floor leaning against each other, all of them abstract scenes of bold brushstrokes and colors, all of them complete, without walls to hang on. He opens his box of paint tubes and looks at each one. They are all squeezed empty. He tries to push out any paint he can from one of the tubes, but it is completely empty. The artist looks at the ground and sighs. 2. Interior, Artist's Studio, Day. The artist grabs his wallet from his nightstand and opens it. He pulls out 2 $1 bills and a faded receipt. He looks over and sees his jacket draped over a chair. He picks up the jacket and searches the pockets. He pulls them inside out and finds nothing. He grabs the chair and places it next to the counter in his kitchen. He stands on the chair and reaches up to the top shelf of his cabinet and pulls out a metal box. The artist gets off the chair and sits down on it. He opens it, only to discover a few cents worth of coins. He moves the coins around, searching for any hidden dollar bills, but nothing. He looks around his studio, chewing his fingernails as his eyes scan every corner of the room. The artist quickly turns his head to the door. He looks at his watch. Shit. Coming! The artist stands up and walks to the door. 3. Interior, Artist's Studio, Continuous. The artist opens the door. Standing in the doorway is the dealer. The dealer wears a bright yellow and black striped shirt, thick red glasses, and a large ornate ring on his left middle finger. The dealer extends out his hand. He is holding a folded piece of paper that says "Notice" in red letters. This was on the door. The artist grabs the paper and shoves it in his pocket. You miss rent one day and they're on you like flies. The dealer walks past the artist and straight into the studio. The artist shuts the door and quickly follows him. I am so sorry. I completely lost track of time. It's fine. The walk over here wasn't terrible. The dealer looks around the room. You've been busy. I have. I got some new pieces I think you'll really like. The dealer looks at the artist for a moment. We still have your paintings from last month's show. The dealer looks at the numerous paintings that are leaning against each other on the ground. He kneels down and flips through them like an audiophile quickly looking through a crate of records. Most of the other artists have sold their pieces. The artist watches every move the dealer makes. He bites his fingernails and then quickly stops himself. The dealer keeps going from stack to stack of paintings. I got some great artists in this next show. There's this woman from Peru who sculpts her dreams while she sleeps. I don't know how she does it. It might be bullshit, but people can't get enough of her. As the dealer is flipping through the paintings, he pauses on one. The artist's eyes grow wide. He holds his breath. Beat. The dealer flips to the next painting and keeps flipping through the others. The artist exhales. The dealer flips through the last painting and stands up. There's really nothing here that's better than what's already at the gallery. I want you to come pick up half your pieces tomorrow. There's one more artist I want to fit into the show. Are you serious? After all this time I've been selling my work with you? I mean, how many months did my paintings pay your rent? Yes, 5 years ago. With the new lease and our rent going up, I can't have work that collects dust on my walls. Hold on, this is good work. You know it is. It's fine work, and that's it. Fine work? Fine work. This is some of the best paintings I've done in a long time. Now, I know you don't believe that. Tell me honestly, would you say, I don't know, this one? The dealer picks up one of the paintings on the floor. Would you tell me this painting is better than what you were making 5 years ago? What about 3 years ago? How about last year? Of course I do. The dealer shakes his head and puts the painting back on the floor. No, it's not. That's the problem with you. You haven't given me anything truly unique in a long time. This stuff doesn't even feel like you anymore. Now your paintings look like they've been rushed, impersonal, and like you're a parody of yourself. How can you say that? You don't know me. You don't know my process. All I know is what's on the canvas, and that's all that matters. People don't buy your process, only your paintings. Pause. I didn't sell anything last month? The dealer shakes his head. Can I have at least an advance for this month? An advance on what? The possibility of a sale? The artist lowers his head. Be sure to pick up those paintings tomorrow. The dealer tilts his head and sees the unfinished painting on the easel. He walks up to it and looks at it for a moment. This is the first time the painting is seen in full. It looks different than the others that are around the studio. Less abstract, but only the background is complete. There is a large unfinished section in the middle. Beat. Let's talk when you finish this one. I think I have a buyer who would be interested in this. Yes. Yes, he would like this. The dealer turns around from the painting and walks to the door. I'll see you tomorrow.